Hello everyone, welcome back to English Daily Podcast. I'm Sam, your host, and today I've got Jackie and Rachel with me to chat about something we all love, going to the cinema. They will be sharing stories about the first films they ever watched, their excitement for the new James Bond movie, and of course, we'll be breaking down some key English phrases and idioms for you to learn along the way. So let's get into it.
I'm looking forward to seeing the new James Bond film.
Yes, it's the one film we always watch at the cinema.
So for this week's podcast on English.com, we're talking about going to the pictures, to the cinema.
Yes.
Richard, do you remember the first film you saw at the pictures when you were little?
I do, yes. It was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
You know, I never saw that.
Oh, great film.
Is that the one about the car?
The clue is in the title. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
What's that?
That's the noise the car made.
It made that noise?
Yes.
Chitty chitty bang bang. Okay, what happened?
I can't remember. It was a flying car and they went to a magical place. That's it, I'm afraid. It was a long time ago.
Were there songs?
There were songs. It was a musical, yes.
Right.
And the famous song, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, I Love You.
And was it a funny film?
It was a kid's film, but it was a little bit scary because there was a child catcher in it. I thought that was very scary when I was young.
Was that a man?
Yes.
He
caught the children in this magical city in the sky. Scary. What about you, Jackie? Do you remember the first film you saw at the pictures?
I do remember. My mother took me to see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, that's considered a classic now, Richard.
Well, we certainly all remember that, don't we?
It's the first full-length Disney film.
Ah, right.
My mum said I was so excited about going to the pictures, I never sat down. I stood up all through the film.
And didn't the people behind you complain?
I was little.
Yes, okay. So tell us about the story.
Well, you know, Richard, it's a silly story about a princess living in the forest at one point with the little dwarves. But you said about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang being frightening. There were definitely parts in the film where it was frightening. There's the evil queen, her stepmother. There's, again, in the forest. It was really quite frightening. And again, there were songs as well. But it had a happy ending.
As they always have to.
Yes. Do you remember, Richard, the last film we saw together at the cinema?
I think it was the last James Bond film.
It was Spectre in 2015. What a long time ago.
So can't wait to go to this one.
Key vocabulary and phrases. Number 1. Looking forward to. Looking forward to. Meaning to be excited or eagerly anticipate something. For example, Richard and I are only looking forward to seeing the new James Bond film. Explanation. A great phrase for expressing excitement about a future event. Number 2. Going to the pictures. Going to the pictures. Meaning another way of saying going to the cinema or going to the movies. For example, this week we're talking about going to the pictures. Explanation. It is a slightly old-fashioned British way of saying you're going to see a movie. Number 3. The clue is in the title. The clue is in the title, meaning this phrase is used when the answer or meaning is obvious because it is in the name or title. For example, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. What's that? The clue is in the title. For explanation, the title already gives away what something is about. Number 4, can't wait. Can't wait, meaning to be very excited or impatient for something to happen. For example, I can't wait to see the new James Bond movie. Explanation, a common expression so when you are eager for something. Number 5, a long time ago. A long time ago, meaning used to refer to something that happened in the distant past. For example, it was a long time ago, but I still remember seeing Snow White at the cinema. Explanation, a casual way to reference something far in the past. Number 6, happy ending. Happy ending, meaning a positive or satisfying conclusion to a story or a situation. For example, Snow White had a happy ending, as all Disney films do. Explanation, commonly used to describe movies or books where things end well for the characters. Well, that's a wrap up for today. Thanks for joining us on the cinematic journey, and we hope you will learn some useful phrases and idioms along the way. Remember to practice these phrases, and the next time you'll talk about movies or even everyday situations. Don't forget to subscribe to English Daily Podcast for more fun and educational content. See you all next time.